Welcome to the New England Wolves Hockey Show, where each week we'll be bringing you highlights, news, information, and much more on the New England Wolves hockey program. My name is Andrew Trimble. I'm the general manager of the New England Wolves. I'm here with...
My name's Tim Kuhns. I'm the coach of the New England Wolves EHL team.
And we're going to be bringing you some highlights over our past weekend here in the Eastern Hockey League.
Yeah, let's start with the EHL team. Had a home-and-home against the Walpole Express. Lost the first game 4-1, and the second game on Saturday lost 3-2 in overtime. Let's take a look at some of the goals from the Wolves. Wolves' first goal on Saturday was scored on the power play by Jack Loran. It was his 8th power play goal of the season for the Wolves so far. Wolves' second goal on Saturday was scored by DJ Swanky, who we have here in studio today. It was scored by a great pass from Tom Condon.
Coach, give me your thoughts and reflections on your EHL weekend last weekend.
Yeah, I think obviously the results weren't what we're looking for that weekend, but we saw a lot of positive things. We did face a really hot goaltender, and we'll be looking to rebound in our next games.
Great.
How'd the EHL Premier team do last weekend?
The Premier team had a solid weekend. We played 3 games, all on the road, and we won them all. So it was a nice weekend for us as we get towards our showcase coming up here.
Great. Let's take a look at some of the highlights.
So this goal was about midway through the first period. Wolves got off to a pretty good start, and this is our Noah Worst line forechecking here. Noah makes a great play in the neutral zone, fires a shot that beats the goalie from the top of the circles. It was a third goal of the game, and we ended up winning that game 8-2.
That was a great shot by Noah there.
Yeah, he made a nice play. He's been playing well for us. He's got about, in the last 3 games, he has 7 points, which is more offensive production than he's had all season. So this has been a nice run for Noah.
Great. And then you guys played, what was the next game for the Premier team?
We played Valley Warriors twice. We beat them both games. We won 10-1 on Saturday, and we won 5-2 on Sunday. So it was a nice goal differential. The teams did really well, and it was awesome for us.
Yeah, that's great. Let's check out some of the goals from those games.
So this was late in the second period. We were caught in a close game, and we needed some offense. Late in the period, we wanted to get a goal here to get a lead going into the third, and our Latvians went to work. Herbie Zybots made a shot on net, followed by an Andreas Matika shot that went to the cage, and Ricard Jelenski's made a great play to get that puck on net, and a great finish to give us the game winner right there. 5-2 is the final.
It looks like you guys had a great weekend there.
Yeah, we got off to a slow start in the season. We were 1-3-2 in the first 6 games. Now we've won 5 straight, and things are looking pretty positive for us. How did the U14 team do?
Okay, so U14 team played in the United Tier 1 Hockey League Showcase this past weekend. They picked up a couple wins, including a big one over Somang Academy from Canada. Here you see a U14 goal from Zach Spakuza. Nice finish there in front of the net. And our U16 team was also playing in the United Tier 1 Showcase this past weekend. How'd they do, Andrew?
They're a first-year team. This is the first year we've ever done a full-season U16 team. They're coached by Greg Lenti. They got kids from all over New Hampshire, including a kid from Belarus who's made a big impact on that roster. And I think they surprised a lot of people. They started off in the first game and kind of struggled to get out of the gate. But in the second game, they responded with probably their best game of the whole weekend, and they finished 2-2.
That's great. I know they beat the New Hampshire Avalanche 3-1.
We always like that.
Yeah, that's a good thing. And then also had an exciting victory in the shootout.
Absolutely.
Let's check out that goal from the shootout.
So this is Ben Estrella here. He comes in and makes a nice quick shot on the goaltender and beats him to take the 1-0 lead in the shootout. So Coach, we had all of our teams participating in the weekend. It was against some great competition. What are your thoughts and reflections on how the teams did?
Yeah, I think overall we had a great showing for the Wolves. Really exciting this year that we have 7 teams all the way from 8, 9-year-olds up to 20-year-olds. And to see them all in action doing well this weekend was really exciting.
Absolutely. Now we're going to bring on DJ Swanky. He's the captain of the EHL team. He's a 3-year member of the program, and he's having some really great results for us. So let's bring him on for an interview. All right, we're on here with DJ Swanky. He's the captain of the New England Wolves, our EHL hockey team. DJ, tell us where you're from and what's your story and how you came here to Laconia.
Yeah, I'm from Colorado Springs, Colorado. Kind of a far away travel to get here, but I was recruited when I was 15 years old by here Andrew Trimble and stayed in touch over the years, and by the time I graduated high school I was ready to play junior hockey, and New England Wolves felt like the place for me.
Awesome. Now, you've been in the Lakes region here for 3 years. Tell us about your billet experience, where you live, what that situation's been like.
Yeah, so I was set up with a billet family originally, me and my first roommate Adam Barnes, he's from England, and it was a good time and we enjoyed each other, but had a rough go about mid-January, and we decided we needed a new place to live, and we asked the Moles, who is now, Carrie Moles, now the billet coordinator for this organization, and it's been a great time. We hang out with that family and their 2 kids, and I've had a couple roommates come and go, and it's just been a good time there.
Who are your roommates this year?
This year I got Jackson Graham from Virginia and Martin Elenchik from Slovakia.
Nice, nice. Now, it's your 3rd year in the program. You've been with us, the first year, 2nd year, 3rd, you've progressed throughout the program. What are you looking to get out of this season, and what are you looking for the rest of the season with our EHL team?
Yeah, on a personal level, I want to do as well as I can, produce as much as I can, so that way I get the college coaches to notice me. But obviously the first is a team goal here, and we want to go as far into March as we possibly can and do as well as the team possibly can.
And, you talked about college. What colleges are you currently talking to?
Yeah, so through this All-Star weekend, I got a lot of looks, and my biggest school I'm looking at is UMass Boston, who we played in that All-Star weekend. We had a tough game against them, 7-0 loss, but you can't ask for a better showing to get to play against one of the schools that you want to go to.
Yeah. Now, that All-Star weekend was really exceptional. The Eastern Hockey League is the only Tier 3 junior hockey league in the country that actually matches up its top players with some of the best college, Division III college schools in the country. What is the biggest thing you learned out of that experience? What was the difference in playing at the junior level compared to the college level?
Yeah, obviously our oldest kid is going to be 4 years younger than their oldest kid. And so they're a lot bigger, more physical. That game is going to be faster. And so it's just a great experience for all these EHL players to realize what they need to do this next off season if they're ready to make that jump to college hockey.
Now, it was kind of funny seeing throughout the weekend. We tied the first game. We won the second game. We won the third game, or we lost the third game. What was the biggest difference in each of the game, and what led us to some of those good results in the second game? Yeah,
so that game against Fitchburg State, you got your butterflies. It's your first college game you've ever played in, and so you just try and survive that first period. But I thought we did a really good job of all playing together, and we actually got a goal called off there in the second period. So kind of look at it like we won that game too, and then we realized it's just another hockey game against Salem, and we were ready to go, and they weren't. We jumped all over them. But then by that third game, I think we were running low on fuel there, but we gave it our best effort.
3 games in 3 days is tough, and especially as UMass Boston is actually the highest ranked school out of all those schools, so that's a really tough match.
Oh yeah, their roster's full of great hockey players, a lot of EHL All-Stars, and they even got a kid who's a Bruins prospect, so you're playing against some great hockey players.
Wow. Now, your 3rd year in the program, you've had success each of the years. What are you looking forward to for the rest of this season?
I want our team to do as well as we possibly can. We had a little bit of a tough weekend, but we realized what we need to do, and it's going to be the hardest working team in the end that comes out on top.
Awesome. And what kind of players in that room are you has surprised you? What kind of players in the room are you looking to make a big step up the rest of the season? Who are the key contributors?
Yeah, at the start of the season, we were all quiet and you're trying to figure out the team. And then as the season's progressed, we've realized that we've got some great talent in that room. We got a Jack Loran from New York. He's been putting up big points on the power play for us, relying on him a lot. We got Robbie Hake, who's committed to SUNY Morrisville. He's been killing it on the back end for us and also been a great special teams player.
Nice. And, last question we ask you, what's different in this Wolves experience than the other experiences of the other junior hockey programs? When you came out of Colorado, you were speaking at a bunch of different junior hockey programs. What made you choose the Wolves?
I think it comes down to ice time. We're on the ice 2 hours a day consistently. We're in the gym all the time, and you're just here to play hockey, and you want to get as good as you can. And the coaching staff here knows that too, and they know that that's their job. And if you work for them, they'll work for you.
And has Laconia become a home away from
home?
It's
definitely going. Yeah, I actually came up here this summer and hung out with my billet family because that's how close we've become.
That's awesome. Thanks, DJ.
Yeah, thank you, Coach.
Well, we just had a great interview with EHL captain DJ Swanky. Welcome back, Coach Kuhns. Give me an update on what you expect for this upcoming weekend with the EHL team.
So our EHL team has a showcase Sunday and Monday down in Haverhill, Massachusetts. It's a big weekend, not only for our players who will get to play in front of college scouts and coaches, but also for our team who's looking to get back in the win column.
Awesome. What kind of opponents do you have?
On Sunday, we play the Connecticut Rough Riders, and on Monday, we play the North Carolina Golden Bears.
Awesome. I'm sure the guys are pretty amped to get back on the winning track.
Definitely. Yeah, we're looking forward to getting back on the ice. Who's the EHL Premier team have this weekend?
Well, we have a showcase as well. It's down in Lawrence, Mass, in that Haverhill area. We're playing the New Jersey Renegades on Sunday at 11:50, and then on Monday, we're playing the Connecticut Chiefs at 12 noon.
Always a good matchup with the Chiefs.
Absolutely. We played them last year in the playoffs. It was our first round playoff matchup. Both games were 4-2, and it was a real battle back and forth. So it'll be a good contest for us on Monday. Now, Coach, U16 and U14, you do the skills with them every single week. You've seen them progress from August all the way to now. What do they have coming up?
So our youth teams, our U16 and U14 teams have their playoffs coming up in about a week and a half. So we've been on the ice with them all year so far, and they've been doing really well. We've focused on a lot of different skills, skating, puck handling, things like that. So we've seen a great improvement during the season, and I'm really looking forward to seeing how that translates in their playoffs.
Yep. Now the NEPHL divides their season up with fall and winter seasons. This is the U16 and the U14's fall playoffs. We do have one other team we forgot to mention. It's Mike Potenza's U18 team. That's a split season team that just plays in the fall here before they go on to their local high school. Tell me about that team a little bit and what they have coming up.
Yeah, Coach Potenza also has the playoffs coming up. A couple key players, Nick Potenza, Colby Clegg. Those guys will have a big impact come playoff time.
Absolutely. All right, hockey fans, make sure that you tune in on November 17th. We have our New Hampshire Humane Society benefit game right at home here in Laconia. The EHL team takes on the Vermont Lumberjacks at 2:15 p.m.
And for our youth teams, the NEPHL playoffs are November 22nd and 23rd, which you can see on Live Barn. For more info about the New England Wolves Hockey Club, please go to ne-wolveshockey.com, where you can find our schedules and more info about the program.
Thanks, Coach.
Thanks, Coach.